Welcome to episode 10 of Barovia Beckons, our D&D 5e homebrewish kind of Curse of Strahd campaign.
Something.
Our cameras are switched up, man.
Oh no.
I'm Shilo!
I guess I'll be Echo tonight.
Boop.
That's
Wait,
fine.
who am I?
I'm gonna
Eyvin.
smash shit!
Boop. We'll move. It's alright. We're playing, what's musical chairs. Somebody
cool. I'm the
provide
GM
the
now.
music.
Uh-oh.
I don't have
Oh no, now I'm
brain
Echo.
right now, Joe.
Oh, whoa, Joe, you gotta tell people before you move them. Jeez.
Oh, DB, now you're in charge, apparently.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
Let's get this. You're all dead.
Okay.
don't like
We're
that,
not
though.
anymore!
Yeah, there we go. We're all fixed.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Alright. So,
It,
yes.
Oh, it won't let people do their donation.
What?
Uh-oh.
Extra life broken?
That's what Solid Circle said.
Well, it let me put the incentives in there that we were talking about in the Discord, and maybe because they're not full dollar amounts,
9 cents.
I don't know if that works or not. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Look, my character
Swap
sheet.
character
That's the
sheets,
thing
no.
I need.
But yeah, welcome to Barovia Beckons. So right now we are sitting at $318 for Barovia Beckons, which means we broke our second threshold. So at the end of this episode, DB will be getting a pie to the face.
Again.
Again. You did this to yourself, DB.
I
I'm just saying.
did, but the next one is $500. If we get there by next week, great. I'd be
We get
so
there by
happy.
next week. Oh, God. What
I don't know what happened, but
How many Strahds have been summoned?
Oh no!
Multiple Strahds.
Oh, that
So-
would really make me mad.
So last we left off, our heroes made their way back to the island in the center of Lake Zarevich, and they discovered that it was not the way they left it before they went back to Faerun as ghosts. And when they came back, everything was destroyed. It had been 5 years for Barovia, but only, a couple hours for them.
20 minutes.
Yeah. So as they were kind of hiding and hiding out in the cavern that they had discovered their friends and family hiding in before, they heard footsteps and saw Rahadin's feet and waist and everything as he kind of came down the stairs into this little cavern. Well,
Oh,
there
no.
we go.
Is that the work?
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm looking at the incentive right now. 69 cents.
that was a $2 one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't let me do the 69 cents either, so
I wonder if that's
Yeah.
because it's an odd number. It might be. They might let us put those as incentives, but not make them work. So we might have to rearrange that. We'll see.
We'll have to rethink this.
It may have to be full dollar amount just
Yeah.
because of like.
Which means the $4.20 one won't work either.
Ooh.
So we'll have to figure that one
Ooh.
out. But we'll figure it out. We'll get that arranged. So that's where we're going to pick up. We're picking up in the cavern as Rahadin sets foot on the ground in the cavern. And you all see him smirking, almost like he knows something.
Oh, gee, I wonder.
We are all
Cool.
hidden.
Oh, yeah, all 3 of them and Calcifer were behind the boulder. I kind of stayed at the table. I stood up, but I turned on the ring of invisibility.
Yeah. He takes a step inside the cavern and begins to tilt his head to the right, away from the boulder and towards the other side as he scans the room, smiling wryly.
So
And you- Go
he
ahead.
said, he came in and said, "Hello, is anyone in here?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it back to him in his voice. Is
You
anyone in
see-
here?
You see a little curl as he turns towards the sound. Echo. Hello.
Hello. I'm not, well, because he's going to be able to tell where I am by what I'm saying.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. You can see him kind of calculating and looking.
I don't have, there's a cantrip to let you throw your voice. I don't remember which one it is.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy? Yeah.
I have
Damn.
thaumaturgy.
I know you do.
Because I'm
Oh.
tiefling.
You don't have mimicry.
So you all have advantage on your next skill check or attack roll, but you also have disadvantage on your next skill check or attack roll because Kai says you've had it too easy. And then I do see a donation went through for $6.90. So, Eyvin, your skin begins to get really itchy in the chest.
I thought you already
and
took
the
his shirt
arms.
off.
Might have taken it off. I might not have. That boy's always naked.
Keep count of the.
Actually, yeah, no, his shirt is off because it was drying from the rain. Please stop.
Now what?
That was the notification for the 69-cent one.
Oh, okay, cool.
The 60,
Oh, it changed to
$6.90.
$6.90.
Yeah.
Did someone change that? Maybe I changed it. I don't remember.
I don't think anybody changed it. I just think that
No shirt
somebody
the whole
tried
game.
it.
No shirt the whole game.
Hope it doesn't
That'll
get
work.
cold.
All right, solid. That's
Can't
fine.
find my shirt.
No shirt the whole game. Your skin
Poppy
is really
took it.
itchy there.
Rock and Ray said that she did a custom, so.
Ah.
Okay.
But now you know
Smart.
it works for the custom ones. So.
Yeah.
Oh, so
have
donated
to-
two for no shirt. Okay, so I guess I just lost my shirt.
Should it just be
House
articles
created.
of clothing? Like,
Please stop.
No!
Now this is strip D&D.
So
Hey, so you guys are trying to kill me on Mondays, trying to make bad shit happen on Tuesdays. Thank God I'm off Wednesdays. On Thursdays, I'm trying to be naked. To the nerd asylum,
so
guys.
Eyvin, you see your shirt kind of like snaking along the ground, and then you see it kind of float up, and you see little flames catch fire on the shirt, and Calcifer's like nibbling on your your shirt as it's burning. He looks up at you and and now you have no shirt.
He technically has one in the bag of holding.
Want that one.
Rahadin turns around and begins to walk back towards the staircase, and I suppose no one's here, and I should just move along. And he puts one foot on the first step.
I want to follow him. Because I was actually waiting for him to try and come towards my voice so that I could fuck with him and go the other way, but if he's gonna leave, I want to follow him.
Yeah, he puts another foot. He begins to kind of climb the staircase. And
And I want to mentally tell Copy to stay here.
okay, Copy kind of hides with everybody else behind that boulder. And he climbs the staircase, and as he gets to the top, you kind of are following, not too closely behind him, but close enough to keep an eye on him. And he gets to the top of the staircase, and you see this mist moving in, and kind of swirls around his feet and up around him. And he begins to...
Uh-oh.
And then the mist kind of recedes back down, and he has a very concerned look on his face. The mist then starts to kind of float down the staircase towards you.
I tell Copy to sound the alarm.
Ah!
oh, Copy!
Strad!
The mist gets down to the bottom and begins to kind of circle around in this one spot. And it's just kind of swirling around itself, and you can all kind of see this as it's slowly kind of circling itself.
Where's Rahadin?
I echo, he's up at the top, and
Okay.
he's kind of just... He looks very concerned at this point.
I'm staying with him.
So you're up at the top with Rahadin.
Yes.
You can still
That's why
see down the staircase and see this swirling mist.
doing anything? Is Rahadin doing anything? Or
He kind of is turning his body so that he can kind of look down the staircase, and he's keeping an eye on this mist, but he's also kind of keeping his distance from it.
I don't blame him. Yeah, basically I'm just having Copy just like flap at you guys. Just
Yeah, we see it
Brad,
now.
Brad,
Yeah, got it.
Brad.
Shh. Yes, we know.
The mist splits into two opposing swirls.
I don't like.
So one is rotating clockwise and the other is kind of counterclockwise. And it's a good, 4 foot in diameter, this swirl of mist.
Eyvin whispers over, what is he doing?
I want to lean over to Rikki. Do you have daylight?
Sword? Sun sword?
Sun sword?
Yeah, it's not daylight though. It's just
It's daylight.
light.
It is. Well, it's technically daylight. It's not the spell daylight, but it
Is
has
it?
actual daylight. Yes.
Light. Okay, I take out the sword. How close is the Misty boys?
You're behind the boulder, so it's probably about a good 30-35 feet away from you where the staircase is at. It's just kind of sitting at the bottom of that staircase, right on the ground level, just kind of swirling.
I'm gonna take my sword out and just go out and poke at it. Whatever. I don't care. We've been screeching. We've been cawing. It's fine.
I will go out with Rikki so that they're not alone.
Okay?
Go back.
So, as you walk over there and you poke at it, it's almost like you're popping a bubble as the mist kind of expands outwards and fills the entire cavern. I need each of you inside the cavern to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
No, even Copy.
Okay.
Even
That's
Copy.
with disadvantage,
no.
right?
That is with disadvantage, thank you, Kai.
Guys.
Dirty 20.
Oh,
Rikki.
uh-oh.
Oh no!
Hey,
9.
remember, you two fucking paladins are standing next to each other.
Oh, that's true.
I don't have the same
Yeah,
paladin stuff.
she doesn't have the level 6 in paladin. However, comma, you guys all are standing next to the paladin. So actually, bonus 3.
I'm not within,
3.
I'm not within range, but I'm.
Oh yeah. Did they move 10 feet out away from the boulder? Or was it?
I got close enough
There-
to the mist to
There was.
poke it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's at the bottom of the steps.
I think Copy stayed at the boulder then. Copy rolled 2 17s.
Beautiful.
I rolled a 3, so that's a total of 11.
Fuck.
Eyvin, your head starts to kind of get really lightened, and your body begins to get tingly,
I'm trying to take off my shirt.
and you start to get really giggly.
Oh no, what?
Cat's already giggly all the time.
He's biting the inside of his cheek, trying not to laugh.
Kaz, you feel that same kind of head tingle, and your body tingles a little bit. You feel a little bit more control over it than Eyvin. But you feel like you want to giggle, but you can keep it down.
Eyvin, why are you laughing? There's nothing funny about this.
The other one is still just kind of swirling next to where you popped the first one.
It hurts.
Echo, you see Rahadin attempting to kind of make his way towards the where the keeper's raft is at.
Oh, actually leaving?
Yes.
Before he makes it too far away from the rock, I want to put a hand on his shoulder and turn visible.
Okay.
What is down there with him? With them? What is down there?
A familiar face. I was going to warn you, but apparently you don't trust me.
Can you blame us?
I don't know. I don't know who you are anymore. You've been gone for so long. 5 years can change someone.
It's long story. It was like 20 minutes for us. Look, are you here to help or hurt?
I was here to warn.
And leave?
Strahd has, lost his mind.
Seems to be happening to a lot of people nowadays.
Yes, well, he is consumed with rage and vengeance now. More so than he was before. Now it is definitely revenge that he seeks. You are no longer playthings to him. You are enemies now.
So we are on the same page now.
Yes.
So you just going to leave?
That was my plan. I do not wish to get in the middle of this.
Feel like you got in middle when you decided to help Tatiana.
Help, hinder, it's all the same as long as I get the results I want.
To be judge.
To survive.
Can respect that. I'm gonna take my hand off of his shoulder and go help my friends.
Okay. You see him step onto the raft. There is no keeper. And then you turn around and run. And you get down there to the top of the staircase. I won't make you run down it, but you get to the top of the staircase in time to see the Eyvin starting to giggle, Rikki kind of asking, "What's wrong with you, Eyvin?" And then the other one is still swirling.
Make it stop.
Do I...
You done with your tricks, Strahd?
The mist stops swirling and begins to kind of form out into a humanoid shape. But it does not look like Strahd.
Really?
It's wearing a gown and has long hair. And as it begins to kind of fill out features and become colorful and become material, you see a contorted and pale Limerian standing in front of you.
No, Joseph, that's what the one was for, you asshat!
She's kind of hunched over, and you see her fingers have turned into long digits with long fingernail claws extending out, and her face looks droopy with fangs kind of overbiting across her lips, and she looks hungry. And everyone
And Ivan's laughing.
roll initiative.
Not anymore!
Laughing and shirtless.
You are still laughing. You still feel giggly because you are high thanks to that donation of $4.20 from Solid Circle. Thank you for those that
That's
donation.
what that means for the mist finds us.
The mist
Joseph,
finds
you have-
us. I love that.
You have disadvantage from channel points.
Oh, I have disadvantage.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Hey! Solid
Thank
circle.
you.
Noted.
And we have advantage now that we've spent. If we spent our disadvantage, now we have our advantage, right?
Yes.
Cool, good. I used it.
Same.
So yeah, everyone roll initiative.
Oh, that's not bad, Rikki.
This is my D20.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shilo.
No, I'm giggly. I'm not high though.
Shiloh, what was your initiative roll?
Got a 19.
All right, Eyvin.
I lost my thingy-mabobber, but it is also 19 plus. I got two 19s, legit.
Pardon me. Sorry.
21.
Okay. Rikki.
I got a 12.
Double digits. All right.
Oh,
Echo.
Shock and awe.
I got a 17.
Okay. Auto roll initiative for them and start.
Plural? Don't like
Plural
that.
or just like non-binary them?
You'll find out, won't you? Eyvin, you're going to go up first, and remember that you are rolling with disadvantage because you are high.
Because I got high. Because I got
So
high.
Limerian is standing in front of you and looks almost feral, like she is not in control of her
Fucking time, gust of wind would have actually come in handy.
I'm going to tackle my mother gently. Oh, God. Why?
Yeah, okay.
That's a 14.
Sorry. I have to move my...
My grandfather.
Been through so much. She was already technically a vampire.
Well, now
She
she's
was
a feral
underworld.
vampire, yeah.
She was underworld.
Half
Bring that back
vampire,
around.
half lichen, and stronger than both.
A 14. You go to tackle her, and it doesn't even budge her. It's like trying to move a solid pole.
Still laughing. This is horrible. Okay. Please calm down, Bob. Please just calm down. Mother. We're here to help.
She hisses in your ear, like... But there doesn't seem to be any functional speech coming from her at this point.
Alright, I'm going to bonus action rage then. And just roar back. As his face gets all wolfy. I can bite too. And that is my turn.
Okay. She is going to retaliate. With attempting to bite her son.
No, I don't want him to be underworld too.
Well, I roll with disadvantage, right? So you're
Yes.
lucky for that, because that was a nat 20. The second is a 4, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 4 plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 to hit you. Okay. So you kind of get the sense that she's kind of moving in, and you back up a little bit. But she has a multi-attack.
I know you're hungry. We'll feed you.
So she attempts
God.
to come across and slap you.
There.
It's like the child in that thing all over again.
Oh, come on. That's my brother.
16, 17, 18, 19. 23 to hit you.
That is. Just a little
Okay.
bit.
That's a D6 plus 4? Piercing. D6 plus 4. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piercing damage as she digs those long claws into your bicep.
Ow. Math.
And that was her turn. So Shilo, you're up.
Cool beans. I don't want to hurt my boy's mom, so I too am gonna run up and try and tackle her to the ground. I don't actually care if it's harder than he did it. I just don't want to kill her.
Non-lethal. Gotcha. Go ahead and roll your strength grapple check.
Come on, baby.
You might be able to pull this off.
26.
I believe in you. Hey.
Ooh.
You run up and you expect her to just kind of fall over, but she doesn't. She budges backwards enough to get her knocked off of her feet, and you're able to kind of like grapple around her so that her arms are kind of like underneath yours, so she only can that kind of thing.
Okay.
Like you're wrapped
That's
around
fine.
her biceps. So her forearms are
Strain.
still loose.
That's fine.
Get more disadvantage.
I'm just gonna be like, we don't want to hurt you.
Again, you hear that hissing, that it's almost feral. she's almost more beast-like than human at this point, or whatever.
Probably
she
hasn't
was.
fed in a while. She bites us. She's gonna drain us.
That's all. I have one action.
Okay. Echo, you're at the top of the staircase and you see all this happen. What would you like to do?
Can I see through the fog that's down there?
The circle fog was already popped and it's just kind of this very, very thin mist, so you can see it. So you can definitely see in there. And she's already formed, so there's no more.
Okay, so that was the two things.
Yes.
Okay. Fuck. I guess I'm going to second level magic missile on her.
Okay.
I have very few single target things. 3. Okay, so I get 4 with this. Oh, cool. Well, like shit. Great. 2, 6, 10, 14 force damages.
You said 14?
14 force damages.
Hey guys, I have an idea.
Yeah. You magic missile and it hits her in the back because she's restrained.
Right.
And so it hits her in the back. And you see her kind of tense up.
And I want Copy to start circling the room to make sure that they're alone, to make sure nothing else has snuck in, because Rahadin said Strahd was here, and I want to make sure that he hasn't snuck in somehow, so I want Copy to try and find him.
Okay. Can Copy make... That's an action to make perception checks for Copy, right?
Right. Well, it wouldn't be my... It's like a bonus action to tell him what to do.
Okay. So you can use that as the bonus action and then he would roll. Gotcha.
Right.
So go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay, Copy. That's a 6.
Yeah. Okay, so Copy is circling. He can do that on each of Copy's turns. You can tell him to keep looking if you want to. But he doesn't find anything initially. Rikki. You're up.
I am gonna try this again. I'm gonna cast command, and I'm gonna try and tell her to, like, lady, snap out of it, please.
Okay, that's a DC, wisdom DC?
15.
15,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't have any more portents.
Where's her modifier?
She can't be that wise right now, right?
Don't forget you have disadvantage!
You have disadvantage.
I still have disadvantage, okay.
Yeah, they did it again.
Well, that one's a little better. So that is a 15.
Shit.
Bitch.
With disadvantage. So at this point, she's just so feral that it doesn't seem like communication is getting through.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think I'll leave it at that. I don't want to hurt her either. Like, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
I don't like that he's reading shit.
No, yeah, I don't either.
So, Shilo,
Fuck.
I need you to make me a wisdom. Is it? Yeah, wisdom saving throw. The DC is. Where do I find that DC?
And you've got a +3.
Where is his spell save DC at?
Did you just say his spell slave?
Next to the spells.
Oh, right there. Okay, spellcasting. Yeah. Oh, DC 18.
Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Not
I
as bad as I
got
thought.
an 18 though. Does that mean I failed or succeeded?
Meets beats, right?
Meets beats.
Oh fuck yeah! What the fuck just happened, Joe?
You get this odd sensation that runs through your body as if your body was going to change forms, and then you just like willpower through it.
Do I know where it came from?
Nope.
Oh.
Can she Arcana to recognize that feeling?
As an action, she could.
It's not my turn, and
It is
have
Eyvin's turn.
bigger fish to fry.
I would like to free action cry.
There's no crying in Barovia.
It just comes out as blood.
No, that's vampire.
Yeah.
Well, Devil May Cry. We'll see. All right, so. Oh God. I'm trying to use my action economy here, so I have it all correct. I am going to. That's all bonus actions. I need this one. Okay. This says it's a reaction, so I don't understand at what point, like whenever, I guess, as a reaction I can do this. So when a creature you see ends its turn within okay, so I'll do it after that. In that case, I'm gonna Rikki!
Yeah.
And he's gonna like hold up the flask. I'm gonna need you to take care of this. As he's gonna open it and fling out the fucking other vampire squad. He's gonna try and put Mary inside of the fucking flask.
Oh,
Wait.
okay.
Hold on. That vampire is a friend of ours for a short amount of time, if I remember correctly. So
Yes.
at least we have that.
We'll see. I mean...
So as you
so long.
fling, this vampire spawn mist comes out of the flask and kind of forms. And that's
Like a
going to be...
Pokeball.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like sitting there.
You just chill out!
And you can
Poor
command
buddy.
it on your turn. It'll take a turn to suck her back in, because remember, it's an action to
Yeah.
do that. So,
So,
do you have any bonus actions or movement?
Yeah, hold on. Jesus. Lord help
Bonus
me. May Cord help me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go into a prophetic state from my Storm rune, and it says you can invoke the rune as a bonus action to enter a prophetic state for 1 minute or until you're incapacitated. Until the state ends, you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, saving throw, or ability check. You can use reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
Okay. And that's concentration, you said?
Nope.
That's just one time?
Just for 1 minute, yeah.
It's a rune night thing.
And then
Gotcha.
I'm gonna let you know now, Joe.
Yeah?
Once it's Mary's turn, I'm also gonna invoke the stone rune as my reaction, which will be a charm for a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Well, she immediately goes right after you, so.
Yeah.
She is currently grappled by Shilo, but that doesn't keep her from trying to bite at you, Shilo, because her mouth is still right there next to you.
Disadvantage again, Joe.
That's good. That's good. Oh. That's a good thing I have disadvantage.
Okay.
Oof. 18.
Reaction shield.
Okay.
Hey!
And reaction stone. So you do your both your reactions. As she tries to bite into your neck, you cast that shield, and she just kind of bites an inch away from your neck. You hear the teeth clack down together, and you kind of hear like this little like snapping sound, like this, like the enamel has like fractured on her regular teeth. That bite was a hard bite.
Owie.
But then she's going to use her other. She can only bite once. Never mind. And she is currently grappled, so she can't do an unarmed strike. So she is going to. Aha.
Roll at disadvantage.
Jesus Christ, cat!
I don't give a shit, okay? Not my mom. Oh, fuck Strata.
Okay, that's going to be on that turn. So, I need Echo to make a dexterity saving throw as you are, you hear flapping and the sounds of, like, bats coming towards you and swarming towards you.
Is this a spell effect?
It is.
Okay, I have advantage then.
Yes. She has cast Children of the Night and summoned swarms of bats.
Forgot how powerful Mom was.
I mean, she's more powerful now that she's a vamp.
13?
That's 2 and 4, so that's 6. 6 swarms. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to kind of miss the initial swarm as it swoops down and
Duck.
But now you have a swarm, 6 swarms of bats. Just kind of like flapping around in between you and the cavern down there. And that brings us to Shilo. Shilo, what are you doing?
Wow, what a great question, Joe.
Joe, did she ever roll for wisdom?
Oh, no, she did not.
And you have disadvantage on that as well.
What's that? That's a 6.
Cool.
Oh, that's a nat 1, so disadvantage helped out, because she nat 1'd that.
Okay, so anyways, Joe, she's gonna be charmed. It says, yeah. Unsuccessful saves, charmed for 1 minute. Charmed in this way, the creature's speed is 0 and is incapacitated. Descending into a dreamy stupor, the effect of the charm of the creature takes any damage if someone takes an action to.
Well, the rest of that will apply, but you seem to see that she is not affected by this charming that you're attempting to do, because she seems to be immune to it.
Even with my big muscles?
Even with your big muscles.
I'm not wearing a shirt, Joe.
I'm sorry, Eyvin. She is too feral to notice your big muscles. And she is also your mother, so they would not be anything to charm her by.
I thought she would just be proud. Oh, come on now.
Anything else?
No, just free action cry.
Okay, Shilo. You are grappling her.
Yeah.
And she's giving up she's putting up a pretty good fight.
Yeah, I figured she would be. I'm going to try and, like... This is gonna be very weird. I'm going to try and, like, get her off balance and, like, get her shoved to the ground.
Okay. That'll be another strength check contested against hers.
That's fine, that's fine.
Do I still have disadvantage on that?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have one for this
I'm
time.
all out of disadvantages.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No, I still have
got
my
you.
prophetic state up.
Yeah, you have disadvantage for me now.
Okay. Oh, that's better for you. So that's 7. That's a 14. Is what she rolled for her strength. What'd you roll?
Nat 20, so 28.
Yeah.
Damn, another fucking.
She's
not mad,
struggling,
not mad, I'm just
struggling,
saying.
and struggling, and you just pick her up and pin her down.
Yeah,
No, bitch.
yeah. And I'm gonna be on top of her, like, holding her down.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to do that.
And I'm just like, Mary!
You do get the sense that if you were not wearing the belt of giant strength, you would not be able to hold her down.
Oh, I figured. But if I wasn't wearing the belt of giant strength, I couldn't even hold Echo down.
Chance. You have a good chance.
My heart's pumping.
Okay, that brings us to Echo. You have 6 swarms of bats in between you and everything else as they're kind of blocking the entrance to the cavern.
How tall is the ceiling in the cavern?
The ceiling in the cavern is about 9 feet tall.
Oh, it's not very tall at all.
And it's
then how much...
fairly straightforward. Like, it's a 9-foot gap all the way down, and it just kind of, like, flattens out.
Okay, so how much space between me and everyone that's happening here that I assume the bats are filling? How much space is that?
It's about 30 feet between the top and the bottom.
Perfect.
But they're not really filling that space so much as they're like blocking the front of. They're like kind of flying in front of the entrance.
That's fine. I am going to cast Sickening Radiance in an area to encompass the bats far enough away that I think that it's not going to intersect with my friends.
Yeah, you'd have plenty of room to do that. Okay, and they do a con save?
It is a con save of 19.
What? I'm gonna have to roll that 6 times. 10.
Second DM.
8. Whoa, I lost that d20.
What happens when you bring in a whole bunch of shit?
The cat knocked down my... There we go. Okay.
I know the struggle well.
So 3. That's a 12. That's an 18. So only one of them passes. Oh, wait, there's one more group. 6. Yeah, that's an @1. So only one of them passes the save.
They, all of them that did not pass the save take 21 radiant damage.
Oh. Okay, then.
And it is, hang on, it does not say what happens if you make the save.
That is radiant damage, right?
Yes.
You said 21 radiant damage.
21.
You cast this ray of, what was it? Ray of sickness?
Sickening Radiance.
Sickening Radiance. And it's just like lights up this area, and you see bats just falling out of the air. Plop, plop,
Good.
plop, plop, plop. And there's only like maybe 15 bats left
Okay, cool.
out of
I
this
can
whole
handle that.
swarm.
This is concentration, so... Actually, is it? Yeah, this is concentration. I would also like to have Copy continue to look.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception check.
That's better. 16.
Copy does see an anomaly because this whole area is kind of hazy, and there's one almost humanoid shape back in the corner that's
Sorry.
not hazy.
Okay.
Dick. Punch him in the dick.
I'll just make sure that Copy notates where that is.
Yeah, it's back in the corner on the other side of where the boulder was.
Ah, like he was watching us. Okay.
All right, that brings us to Rikki.
Yeah, so everything's just... Oh, there's a lot. I'd like to kind of deal with the bats and maybe just cast some light on this situation. Rikki's gonna like rip off their eye patch and use their radiant consumption to just light everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a beacon.
Okay. What's the radius of that?
It's bright light for 10 feet and dim light for 20 feet
Okay.
for a minute.
And it adds damage to you being able to do stuff. too.
Random question. Hold on. If you have your eye patch off and you're like, when you put it back on, does it stop? And then you could just like, for a whole minute, just asking for a friend. It's me. It's not Eyvin. It's just me.
It's me.
It's me. I'm the friend.
Good job, me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that causes what kind of damage? Radiant damage?
Radiant damage, yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that against the bats.
Okay, it's actually just a thing
I don't think it's a
for
roll.
my... Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Just an eyeball thing.
because I'm blessed.
So you don't roll damage; it just causes the damage.
Yeah,
Okay, how much damage is it causing to these bats?
once a turn, an attacker spell deals 10 in extra radiant damage to a target. And at the end of each turn, all creatures in 10 feet take 5 radiant damage.
All creatures.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's...
Okay. You see a couple of the bats drop down. There's probably only about 6 bats left at this point, Echo and Rikki.
Okay.
Okay. I'm also going to use my bonus action to bring in my spiritual weapon and try and snap at a couple of those.
Okay. For the new people in the show tonight, please describe what your spiritual weapon looks like.
Ginormous Venus flytrap, and apparently we put googly eyes on him
And a hat.
a while ago, and a little top hat.
So a
Yeah.
Venus flytrap with a top hat and googly eyes appears and tries to eat the bats. Go ahead and roll your attack for that.
All right.
Feed me, Rikki.
Dude, me, Rikki.
Okay. Go. 23 to hit
Oh yeah.
for 7 damage.
Awesome. So your spiritual weapon kind of sprouts out of the ground and opens its jaws and just chomps down on the remaining bats, and kind of you could see them like ethereal swallowing the bats.
They just flop on the ground.
They just like
They're
fall
going
out
where?
dead. And there are no more bats.
Rikki and Echo, pest control.
Oh yeah.
How's it going over there, you guys? Shilo?
Oh, it's fine.
Fucking holding it down. It's fine.
Is it?
It
fine.
is.
Oh god.
I don't like that face.
Okay.
I don't like that face.
I also don't like.
Ah!
Ah, we got raided.
That's not the dance. It's just a goose.
Honk.
Why does it keep
come
resetting
save
the
us.
volume level of these notifications?
Goose,
I
save
turn it
us.
down and then it immediately, like, loud.
Ta-da.
Thank you for that raid. Welcome. We are in the middle of a battle in a cavern with Strahd and and Mary.
I mean,
So Shilo, you feel a sharp pinprick pain in your neck. And you're gonna take 17 piercing damage.
I just take this.
Or you don't, and I do.
Oh,
Thank you for resubscribing.
Happy
Happy
anniversary.
4-month
Happy
anniversary.
Yeah.
How did dancing become a thing?
We just did it, and then we all.
Yeah, we just fucking did it.
it was
Everybody,
during one of the like I think
Marathons.
Extra Life, yeah,
Yeah.
because we had people that were coming in and subscribing, and we were just
Oh,
like,
yeah, no,
yeah, it's a
it-
dancing
yeah.
music.
It was
Dance
one of those
party.
times where it was like updating, like as
It
soon
just
as
kept going.
going
It kept
and
going, it was
going.
like-
Yeah.
All right. Well, happy anniversary. Thank you for that.
It's a reaction.
So you take that piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 17 and Constitution saving throw, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good stat for me, but don't fail me now, Dust.
You have advantage.
I do.
Yes.
From
Prophetic state.
What? Oh, cool, good. That was a 7.
Got you, boo boo. I love you. Fuck!
Oh no.
I don't love you enough, apparently.
14.
That's not gonna be enough.
Skyrune, I'm gonna transfer that attack to me.
It's already
Don't know
attacked.
that you
This is now a
can.
poison thing. It's fine. I'll take it. Give it to me, Joe. What is happening?
Well, you'll
That
find
was
out.
Very bad.
You don't take any damage from that. But
Well, I did, but
yeah. Well, yeah, you take the piercing damage. So you feel that, and then you feel a squeeze on your bicep, and then it releases.
The fuck?
And that's gonna bring us back up to Eyvin.
what did that do, Joseph?
Oh, fun. I'm going to put my mother in.
Okay. So before we go back up to Eyvin, Echo, you hear
My baby!
and it's getting louder and louder and louder, and it comes and it blows right past you as a blur down the steps, and it blows past Eyvin and blows past Shilo and goes into this corner, and you see Barry jump up on all fours and swipe in the corner, and you hear Strahd as you see blood splatter out as Barry slashes out at Strahd.
Ooh.
And now you see his material, like, he drops his invisibility and he shows up, and he has 3 slash marks across his chest that are, if he was not undead, if he was not a vampire, that would have outright killed someone. His gaping wounds, he's just... You can see all the way through his sternum's been cracked open.
Is Barry now a full-grown baby
He's a
boy?
big boy.
Barry is
Oh my
standing...
god, yeah, it's been 5 years! He's a big boy! They're child! Oh my god!
Barry is standing about 8 foot tall. He's like almost touching the ceiling at this point.
My heart can't take this. Okay.
Thank you for that donation, Solid Circle. Barry is in the cavern with everyone for the next 10 minutes.
Okay. So I'm going to re-rage since I wasn't attacked the last turn. Nor did I take damage. And I'm going to put my mom in the flask.
Okay.
And he looks very pissed at the quarter and is like, "Oh, I'm coming for your fucking bitch ass!"
Yeah. So you see her kind of suck into the flask from feet first, into the flask, and then the cork pops on.
Cool. I'm gonna go
Oh yeah, she disappears. I'm just sitting there.
rage the fuck over there to fucking Strahd.
Okay, so you
And,
kind of flank on
yeah.
the other side of Barry.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna roar at him. Right now, it's all my turn.
Okay. Well, the other vampire spawn is still kind of standing there, the one that you let out of the flask. And I'm going to let you roll a wisdom save. This is actually for the vampire spawn. You're rolling for it.
Just a 16.
Okay, 17, 18, so an 8. Oh, that beats. Okay, beats. Okay, so you are able to still control the vampire spawn, but you see it looks like it's conflicted. You see like it's kind of looking over at Strahd and then kind of looking over at you and looking over at Strahd and looking over at you. And you feel Strahd is trying to pull the control over this vampire spawn.
To control him, is it a bonus action or?
He's a friendly for 5 minutes after it comes out of the thing, and then he turns hostile. But you can tell that Strahd is trying to take away that control.
Okay.
And that's going to bring us up to Shilo. So there's this vampire spawn that's struggling with his morality right now. Whose team is he on?
So I am gonna
Russia.
stand up and turn around and see Strahd and Chaos Bolt him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my girl.
I'm only gonna do it at first level, but that's still a lot of stuff that happens. Okay. 14.
14's not going to do it.
Okay, that's all I can do.
Okay. So you cast the Chaos Bolt, and he kind of fades into shadow and then reappears as the Chaos Bolt explodes on the cavern wall behind him.
You're a little bitch, Strahd.
He smirks at you.
Don't know what that's about.
Echo.
It's what he always does. Are you kidding? Okay, so I am going to... Echo pulls out their dagger that they have never used in a fighting sort of way. And just sigh, and I'm going to cast Steel Wind Strike. And I'm going to teleport in front of Strahd, roll an attack, and then I'll teleport next to the vampire spawn and roll an attack.
Okay.
Now, I can do this to up to 5 targets, but I can only roll 1 attack against each target, so I can't just bit back and forth between them, although that would be great.
Stab our vampire friend?
We gotta kill him anyway.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so the attack on Strahd is a 19. Oof, and the attack on Vampire Spawn is a 27.
Okay. So he uses one of his legendary actions, Strahd does, to kind of bip out of the way, and you swing at him to miss, and then he kind of stands there smirking at you as you bip over and you right into the other vampire spawn. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. 33 force damage. No. 33 force damage.
Ooh. That is good. You hit that dagger in just the right spot that you see it kind of like twitch and like its eyes open up for a second before it just like bursts into this radiant flame and then
Echo is just kind of like, because they've never actually stabbed anything before.
Oh no! Well, not on purpose.
Time for everything.
Yeah. Gotta be a Bale versus somehow.
What's happening?
Oh, we got advantage. The entire party.
the entire party
Oh, yeah.
now has advantage on their next skill check or attack roll. Thank you.
Guys.
And that does bring us up to Rikki. Rikki.
Oh my gosh. And with the advantage, it's the full, like, oh, geez. I'm gonna hit him real hard, hopefully. My son's bold. How far am I away from Strahd?
You were in like at the bottom of the staircase, so it's like within 30 feet.
Okay, cool beans. Oh, cheapest. Okay, there's a lot of dice. So I'm gonna hit him with the good old might with the Sunblade and
Sweet.
Booming Blade and the
Fuck
10
him up!
radiant damage. That would be. I was trying to figure this out beforehand, and then we got advantage. Thank you for the advantage.
All the dice. That's what it's all about, right? Rolling dice. And
All of
having
Hey,
the
fun.
that's
things.
good action equality. Economy.
Equality. Use your shit.
65 damage on that first hit.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Yes.
All right. So you swing with that sun sword, and you can see that radiant damage just like searing his flesh, and those already exposed wounds from Barry's claws are just like burning, and you smell the sizzle of burnt,
Ew.
decayed flesh.
That's
This entire cavern is just now pungent with the smell of decay and burn.
I'm gonna try not to gag and hit him again.
Okay, do it.
This is intense, guys.
It's actually in cavern.
Oh my fucking god.
knew that was
my
coming.
Gosh.
Just for that, Joe. Just for that.
Lucian's hunger goes up.
No! I'm also no! Stop! I live there too.
Okay, the second hit's gonna be 25 plus 5 radiant at the end of my turn, which I also take because of the. I'm a disco ball right now.
Shine bright like a diamond. Diamonds don't shine, but you know.
You know. Yeah, so that's 30.
Oh, okay.
Damn it. Damage.
Yeah. You strike true again, and this time you come right across the collarbone and right into the sternum that Barry had scratched across. And you feel that pop as you pass through the sternum, cracking it open even further. And you feel that blade just kind of sink in deeper, and he lets out a huge scream. And it sounds not even human. It sounds very animalistic as he just screams in pain.
I twist the sword while it's in.
Good.
Hudson has gifted a character of their choice a potion of healing. If that was you, go ahead and let us know in chat. I don't see a message, but we've been having issues.
It was
okay,
for Eyvin.
for Eyvin. There you go.
Scroll down. Thank you for that donation. Okay.
All right. So,
We have a lot of those.
I need
Potions?
everyone in here to roll me a Constitution saving throw. Sorry, Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Does that include copy?
Yes.
Oh, we have advantage.
You all have advantage. Yes, you do.
Does copy have advantage?
Copy does. That's entire party. Copy is part of the party.
He's family.
I gotta roll for Barry.
Has Kelsifer
Oh.
been hiding this whole time?
Poor Barry.
Oh no, poor Barry.
No, my baby!
Remember? Never mind.
What? Oh, Barry has advantage too.
Yes.
Oh, that's not any better.
Our baby.
Our baby!
So, what did we all get?
Thank God for
17.
advantage, because I got 19.
Okay.
Echo got 15, copy got 11.
Echo and copy. All right.
Rikki got 23.
Oh wait, I'm standing next to you, so I also have 23.
Look
Okay.
at us go.
Wait, is Barry still standing there?
Barry is standing there, and it looks like he was about to swipe.
He's got also +3 from Rikki.
Does
it help?
It's not enough.
no!
Oh no.
Fucking trying,
Baby boy.
My baby.
So he gets ready to kind of swipe a paw down at Strahd, and you just see his body and fall down onto the floor, and dust erupts up. Echo, you go limp as your body falls down on
Okay,
the floor.
I want to clarify. Barry didn't turn into dust, right? He just,
No.
like, the dust flew up.
The
Okay.
dust flew up from
Okay.
underneath.
Oh my god,
Okay.
Jesus!
Because oh my god, I'm about to turn
My
into dust.
cord! Yeah, I was like, yo, it's going down for real.
And Echo, your body goes limp and you fall, face first onto the ground. Copy also falls out of the sky, and
I'm trying to catch copy.
Rikki, Shilo, and Echo, or Rikki, Shilo, and
Eyvin?
Eyvin. Yeah, sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry.
Forget me too.
You don't go limp, but you're kind of like frozen in place as you see this mist run up the stairs, and you hear it kind of grunting as it does, like this,
Like he's real hurt.
like he is
Yeah.
hurt bad and he is running.
Good.
And you are now out of combat as the mist
on.
disappears.
That bitch.
Call lightning. Okay, what does that do damage-wise?
A lot.
A lot.
It sends a fucking very clear message!
Call lightning does. I should have this written down since we're going to have that as a thing. Centered on... takes 3d10. Please roll 3d10.
Thought it was CG10s.
You're gonna have to max roll this to kill him, but...
Oh,
He just got hit again.
Oh,
Oh no!
roll another 3d10 then.
do you want me to roll the 3d10 cat? Or...
Oh, I have one, and then I'm just missing one more.
Oh, okay. Oh, jeez.
5, 6, that's 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 from me.
Okay, 14. As the lightning strikes down, you see the clouds kind of circle around him, and then the lightning strike down as he's leaving. It kind of hits the mist and it, like, dispels across the mist, illuminating this humanoid figure that looks like it's kind of flying through the mist.
Eyvin's just screaming, Strahd, you bastard! I'll fucking kill you!
What was the second 3d10?
17.
Oh, so close.
God damn it.
So he lets out a yell as the second one, and you see the humanoid figure in the mist kind of light up, and it just like scrapes along the ground.
Oh no! There's another one. Hold on.
Dead bitch!
And another one.
Oh my god.
Oh my
yeah.
god!
Okay.
I won't have you
this
roll
guy.
for those because he's only got 3 health points left at that point. So the lightning continues to strike as the mist, and the mist just kind of evaporates,
Gross.
leaving scorch marks on the ground, and you can see scattered ash in certain places as a trail of ash kind of dissipates into
we
the
move now?
ground. Yes, you're out of combat.
Eyvin's
you-
still rushing out that way to make sure he's fucking decimated, and if not, he's gonna fucking do it again!
The trail of
He's in a
ash
frenzy.
kind of heads down the bank towards the lake and kind of disappears into the lake. You can see it's kind of towards the castle.
Oh, you mother...
I'm gonna go over to my
Yeah.
friend Echo.
Eyvin's gonna roar at the sky.
Lightning.
Am I still out?
No, as soon as the lightning struck all that, you kind of the feeling returned to your body, and you were able
Oh,
to
I
pick
thought I'd
yourself
like
up.
passed the fuck out.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did too. That's why I went over to her. Okay, then if she's fine, I'm just gonna sit down and like rub my neck.
What happened? I feel like I'm still on the ground, and you kind of sit, and I'm just like, what happened?
I don't know. Something bit me.
Are you okay?
Echo, you can see 2 pinpricks on the neck that are dripping blood.
I feel okay, right, Joe?
Only 2.
Don't like that smirk!
I didn't like that smirk either. I'm gonna be a vampire.
God damn it!
Two episodes, stories.
Both the
I'm
women
a-
I love!
I want to like Echo kind of rolls over on their back, digs in their bag, and pulls out the Van Richten book and is just looking at it and like comparing it to Shiloh's neck.
Okay, if you're reading the Van Richten book that you had taken from the library in season 1,
It's fucking episode 1.
so long ago.
you would know that yes, this is most likely a vampire bite. However, in order to turn, she would have had to been drained and then buried in the ground.
So, Shiloh, you okay?
Okay. Somebody grabbed
Just
my
rude.
bicep. It was weird. I don't know if it was Strahd or if it was somebody else.
You feel the same kind of tug and pull on your bicep.
I look at it and then look at where it's coming from.
As you look down, Calcifer shows up.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Bite me?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
I was.
What happened?
He kind of pulls on you. I was by your side.
Oh.
I got your back. I scared him
Okay.
away.
Uh-huh.
Poor Beat.
Who? What did you?
I went,
Did you? Do you know what it was? Do you know who it was? Do you know what it looked like?
It was Strahd.
Oh well, he didn't move from it. We didn't hear him move from his corner, so I was confused.
So what I'm learning, because I have the third eye thing, I am defaulting it to sing into the ethereal plane. What I'm learning is I need to make it see invisibility all the time.
Yeah. I just fall back on the ground. What the fuck? What do we do about Mary? Do we just drip some blood in there and see if it helps her?
What if Doug no?
Great. Where the fuck is Doug? We haven't seen Doug in it's been over 5 years now.
I could
Doug in space.
Are you gonna send him a message?
I could use oh my god. I could use sending, but I don't have any more right now.
We all need to sleep a little bit.
Was fine, and then things.
Then wasn't, yes. And then good old buddy of ours. No words this time. Very
Oh.
unusual.
Rahadin. I spoke to him.
Yeah?
He said he came to warn us.
What a great warning.
Right. Did not try very hard.
Nope.
Typical.
Could have just been like, hey, you guys.
Oh, I
hate that guy.
Oh, too bad.
When he walking out and Mist came in, Mist choked him. Not happy with him, I think. But he left. I asked him just what doing, and he said Strahd has also gone mad.
Oh, wonderful.
Seems like
so much he lost his fucking mind.
basically
Oh.
is
I'm
what.
not here. Sorry.
Oh.
Said the bush.
No, Ivan's there.
Ivan
Ivan's
ran-
upstairs.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yelling at the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He just needs to have a little Ivan time in a rage. So just don't mind him. He's doing wolf boy stuff.
Well, we already knew. Strahd was already fucking crazy.
It's not like he toying now. He out for blood.
He got a little bit, so
Exactly. He
fuck.
consider us enemies and consider us maybe even threats.
because we disappeared for 5 years.
Apparently.
Little fuckhead. Jesus. If he wants to be mad at somebody, be mad at Mordecai for taking his toys away.
Yeah, really.
Shit.
Then he might kill Mordenkainen though.
I don't think. Listen. Maybe. But I feel like Strahd also doesn't really give a fuck about him because he's not doing anything. I'm gonna go hug Barry.
Barry pulls himself up off the ground, shakes himself off. The dust erupts out.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Hug
just
my
sketches.
son.
Well, first I'm gonna check on Copy, and then I'm gonna go give.
Yeah, make sure your familiar's not dead.
Copy is fine. Copy gets up, shakes off a little bit, dust, then flies up on your shoulder.
And now I go give him scritches.
I missed you, Barry. I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long.
Big boy.
Big
Sure
long
you're okay,
tongue
Shilo?
comes out and licks you from chin to hair.
Oh.
Thanks, buddy. I'm okay. I feel fine. I think. Nothing. I was bit, but like apparently it doesn't mean anything. So.
Well, won't turn at least. Don't know what else he may try to do.
It's fine. I'll be fine. I'm strong. I'm strong.
Mm-hmm. Strong.
I'm just in case I'm gonna touch your arm and use lay on hands to like
Lay on
neutralize a
hands.
poison. Just
Yeah.
Poke. You were bit.
Why poke me though?
I didn't poke you in the thing or anything. Do you want me to poke you in the bite? Because that's weird.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't boop you.
Ugh.
I'm gonna go check on Eyvin.
Was I poisoned at all, Joe? Or
Doesn't seem to have any effect on you.
okay, well, wait. Oh, okay.
He didn't say no. I just want that to be clear.
Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Yeah, it didn't have an effect on me. Hooray!
You know, like in like Pokemon, where it's like that was not very effective, and then it's like takes half of your damage. You're like, Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
What was that? Jeez.
Wasn't very effective. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty fucking hard. Ow.
Why? I don't think we should stay down here tonight, but we should definitely try and rest.
Where go?
Tiny hut in one of the houses?
What house?
I mean,
Not really houses.
Tatiana's house is still in pretty good condition.
Hmm.
There's also a portrait there that leads somewhere else.
I
I don't want to go through it because, like, listen.
I might look at it.
Yes.
Let's go look at it.
Yes. Let's go do that thing.
Look at it.
Yes. So we're gonna go upstairs.
And Rikki coming?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys ascend the staircase and come out into the evening
Barry.
hours.
Barry!
And Barry follows behind you. Barry cannot fit in the door of Tatiana's house, so stands outside. Starts licking himself. Preening his feathers.
I would have
About to say that.
waved at Eyvin to tell him where we were going so that he's not
Not
like,
very much paying attention.
Oh, it's fine.
Just ripping down trees.
Going
Rage.
over here.
You sure you want to continue ripping down trees,
Yes,
Eyvin?
Joe. Yes, I do.
Trees
Fight me,
free.
Joseph.
He will.
He will!
That's
Good.
the point.
What he's been doing!
He's got a lot of aggression. He's got to like let out. Okay.
Yeah, you're punching trees. All right.
Eyvin's Minecrafting this shit.
Speaking of Minecraft, check out thenerdasylum.com. We have a Minecraft server.
Yeah,
I do.
pick up the server again.
Yeah. Anyway, you go to Tatiana's house, and you open the door and you walk in there and you show Echo the picture, and it is a painting of Justinia.
Oh, okay. Just as a side note, I feel like on the way as we walk over, I'm just like, Shilo, I stabbed thing. I killed
Did?
thing. The vampire.
Oh my god. I was wondering where he went. There was a lot going on. I'm so sorry I didn't see it.
Tried stab Strahd. Yeah, missed. But killed vampire.
I mean, it seems like maybe Mother Nature has it out for Strahd too, because I didn't do that. Did you do that?
Oh, I don't have that spell.
Rikki!
It's the great Lord Core.
Do you summon?
Summon what?
Lightning.
Not usually.
Okay, well, you know. So yeah, I think he's pissed off other things here. It's not just us. We're just apparently his favorite toy. Or not anymore. He just wants to break us.
Wants to break us.
Yeah.
So
Same, bitch.
the portrait of Justinia, is it any particular pose, image, like maybe one I've seen before? I don't know.
You have never seen this particular painting before. It is in a classical, like, Renaissance pose. She is sitting with a dress and she's kind of like that, just looking away from center of the portrait. It's very, not pastel, but like muted colors, and looks very gothic. The paint style is definitely gothic styled painting.
How big is it again?
It stands at about 6 foot tall.
Okay.
And
So,
like 3.5.
Big enough for someone to walk through.
Yes.
Blues could do this shit. I would like to do a ritual and identify.
Okay. You sit down, and it only takes you 6 minutes because you got the book. Well, that's for your spells. You also have the other ability that where it halves your ritual time, right?
No, I just have that from the book that was given to me.
Okay. But it doesn't take you very long.
6 minutes.
6 minutes to cast your little ritual, and you do identify this is the same portal type thing that you use to get back to Barovia. It seems to connect to Faerun.
So if we need to go back to Faerun, we can use this.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I wonder.
Okay.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah.
Not sure how long Tatiana been trapped, right?
No, she really couldn't give me many answers.
Do we even know if she won that led us back? Because Tatiana, Floor, was real mad looking at us.
Yeah, but we were also gone. Maybe that was the dark powers letting her go back to get us. And then they bippity-boppity booped her back to the Amber Temple after we got back.
Possible. Or possible she had not been trapped, and in the time it took the magic to get us here, she was trapped or something. I don't
know.
Time is a construct.
Time is a lie. All I know is I got really pissed off, kind of demanded she show up or answer me. And she answered me, but she said she couldn't come because she was stuck in the Amber Temple.
Well, may need to go to Amber Temple to seal powers. Anyway.
We can't seal them there though, right?
I don't know. Right, because we meant to seal them somewhere else.
Yeah. Should we seal them in Faerun?
No. No, I
agree.
Opposite.
I was kidding.
Opposite of solution.
I was kidding.
Problem.
God.
Problem.
Kidding.
Well, so I think with things Justinia left, she may have tried to start doing the same.
Yes.
The spell Sequester hides something somewhere. And only the person who cast it can get it out. Can hide people, even. Suspended animation. The other scroll, demiplane, creates another plane like this.
Yes.
It may be a clue to us being able to create a separate plane on which to
shove the dark powers.
Mm-hmm.
I like this idea.
Barry.
Yeah, be mad.
Barry has found a squirrel as it's clinging to one of the trees that Eyvin is punching.
Oh, Eyvin used giant might, so he's taking one tree and just he's just having an entire tantrum. He's using every last bit of what he has.
He's Abraham Lincoln vampire hunting this shit.
Now I have that stuck in my head. Thanks.
So where do we go from here? Do you know where to
Sleep.
find one of these? Oh, well, after that. Trying to plan.
Yes. Know that. Oh shit. We're one in Kresik, 2 in Vallaki, 1 in Barovia. Can start in Vallaki, since close.
We're here. Yeah.
Yes.
It's true, and we still need to get back. We have 6 days left before we need to get back to.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow we'll have 5 days.
Okay. Yep, we'll look for Invalaki first then. I'm gonna stick my head out and go, Eyvin! I will go get the boy and bring him back here so that we can sleep and get ready for the night.
We can hut.
Yeah.
Sun's getting real low, Eyvin.
I'm gonna go get Eyvin.
Eyvin is smashing away at trees. How are you calming Eyvin down?
Yeah.
Eyvin!
We should go over there right now and just fucking kill him! What's stopping us right now from fucking killing him? Ah! My mother!
Gonna wait until he stops screaming.
Be a minute.
Yeah, might
It's
be
fine.
a minute. Here. Hold on. I got this.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute.
Angry.
When he turns his back, she'll walk up and just like hug him from behind.
Aw.
Just holding him tightly.
With the
Face
belt
in
of
his
giant
back.
strength.
No, not that tightly.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Sleep now.
I'd lock him in there. No.
He calms down. He just starts crying. He used my mother.
Kind of a dick that way.
What are we gonna do, Shilo?
We're gonna take care of the dark powers, and then we're gonna take care of him.
Why can't we take care of him now?
Because I think taking care of the dark powers will help us in the end, and then once we have that done, we can make a great plan to set him on fire.
It's not enough.
Torture him slowly?
He like turns around and just hugs her, buries his face in her neck. Just like shaking. He's still angry. Shilo, I want to go there right now.
I understand, Eyvin, but I don't think that's wise.
He has to take time to recover. We could storm his castle and find Justinian and
Who else is he gonna use against us in there?
I don't know, but maybe not. No one. Maybe we can find them, and he can't do anything about it.
I don't think it's no one.
Maybe we could stake him, and he would have to be stuck inside of his little box.
You remember the prophecies?
No, I barely remember this morning.
Well, one of them was the fact that, like, we needed certain things before we should just go fight Strahd. We only have 2
No.
of those items? No? 1. We have 1 of those items.
And didn't I figure out that the holy symbol Ravenkind got taken or something?
Yeah, somebody
Fuck.
else has that.
Okay, so there's four things.
Yes.
Sun sword, holy symbol.
Yep.
Tome,
So we have the tomes.
ally.
And that might be in Strahd's.
Ally is Justinia. Tome we already have.
we have
Sword
2.
we already have. We already
So
have
Sun
the
sword we
sword.
already have, and then Justinia or somebody has the symbol.
Yeah. But we can't, I don't think we can storm the castle. It's also different now.
That's why we have to find Justinia's stuff.
Yeah. For now, Mary is safe inside the flask.
We have to feed her.
Well, I mean, if you want to bippity boppity her out, I'll give her some of my blood. Doesn't matter.
Shilo, I do not think is a good idea. I do not think she will be able to stop.
I'm real strong. Just punch her off of me. She can take it.
Where's Rahadin?
Bitch got away. Ran away, really.
Narrows his eyes into the darkness.
Yeah, he would have been a good one to feed to Mary.
Just getting mad again.
Just hug him tighter. Not too tight. Just a little tighter.
While this is going on, and you're calming down Eyvin, Echo and Rikki, you're in the Tatiana's home. I need both of you to roll me a perception check, please.
And a copy?
Yeah, if Copy's looking around too.
Honestly, Copy's probably paying more attention than Echo is. Yep.
Tracks.
Yep, that tracks actually. That was perfect. Yeah, Copy got a 21, Echo got 7.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay.
My thought is Echo has pulled out their notebook and is sketching the portrait of Justinia.
Okay. So you're focused on that, and then Copy jumps off your shoulder and flaps over to a little table and starts pecking at the table.
What?
You don't really see anything at the table, but Copy is pecking over at it.
What?
What are this?
Use your words! Copy can fucking speak to me! Damn it!
Something! I don't know what it is, but it's something.
It's the episode of Dexter with the dog. The thing.
I put my hand on the table?
As you put your hand on the table, you feel this, like, powder. As you lift it up, you see this glinting, sparkling, it almost looks like very fine sand that looks like glitter.
Like it's
And-
dark?
It shakes off. It's not, like, stuck to you forever, but
Oh good, it's not glitter.
Yeah. No, it's not
It's like,
glitter.
oh no, I have glitter!
But
I have the glitter!
being a well-trained wizard, you would recognize this as you kind of look at it as a diamond powder.
Is it like spread across the table, or is it like in a little
It
pile?
seems to be dispersed across the table so that it's not immediately noticeable.
Does it look like it's in some kind of ritual component?
No, it looks like
style?
it was a pile of diamond dust, and then it's been scattered so that people can't, like, easily notice a pile of diamond dust on the table. So you could easily pile it back up, but it's just kind of scattered so that it's, like, blended into the grain of the table.
Gonna pull out a bag and start sweeping that shit up.
Okay.
I want that shit.
Yeah. It's you kind of pile it together, and you get a pretty big pile of it, and you estimate this is probably worth at least 5,000 gold pieces worth of diamond powder.
It's not worth anything here.
Wizard drugs.
No. I'm gonna hang on real quick. I'm just gonna look at those scrolls that just gonna look at those scrolls that Justinia left for me. Because this is some fucking spell component shit.
Yes, it is. As you look at the sequester scroll, you notice that
That's what I just pulled up.
you need powder composed of diamond, emerald, ruby, and sapphire.
At
to
least
cast
5,000.
sequester. Yep.
So do I think that this would work for that?
You know that you would need the emerald, the ruby, the sapphire, and the to do the spell, but you would be able to use the diamond at least 5 times
Okay.
because it's about 5,000 gold pieces worth of diamond powder itself.
Right. Interesting. Copy, you see anything else?
No.
Does Tatiana have a library?
She has a small bookshelf next to her table.
Does Tatiana have a workshop?
Like a little alchemy table?
A alchemy table, spell I've just realized I'm in the House of Death. I want to rate it.
Hey!
Not in this particular location. You see the portrait of Justinia, you see, the table, and there's very little furniture in here.
It almost walking in now.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's not really lived in or utilized.
Just the house?
Yeah, the whole place that you're in.
It makes sense. I mean, she's death. So.
Back over to Eyvin and Shilo as Eyvin is calming down and finally gaining some sense of mental capacity at this point.
Should we go back? You're doing the thing where you are so quiet, I cannot hear you.
Sorry. Yes, we need to rest.
He just hugs her really tight again.
She hugs him back.
He picks her up.
What? What? Eyvin, I can walk.
I need something to do.
Oh, okay. I let him carry me, I guess.
Okay, so you get back to the house and Barry cocks his head to the side as you walk by.
he puts Shilo down and just Barry! Come here, baby!
And he stands up on his hind legs and towers over top of you and waddles and then grabs you and lifts you up.
Bear hug!
You are
bear
so
hug!
big. You have eaten so much. You are so handsome.
And he puts you back down and you see his long claws and he reaches out. He picks off and
Shilo, you must check me for ticks.
Apparently.
What?
What did you just say to me?
It is important. We are in the woods and you should check me for ticks.
Oh, okay. I just was not expecting that to come out of your mouth.
Whoosh! He drops his pants.
Oh my god! Eyvin!
He like turns. Are there any back there? Well, if you're not going to do it,
Barry reaches out and grabs one off your ass and eats it.
Never mind, Shilo, I don't need you.
Hush!
My eyes, they're here, Shilo. If you're not going to check for ticks.
Well,
Just stare into his eyes while Barry.
Shilo, you see two little pincher claws on each side of the pants, pick them up and pull them up.
Hey, you guys asked for it.
they asked for shirt off, not ass
Yo,
out.
they asked for multiple shirts off. Stop, I only have so many shirts left.
You have just one now, and you won't
one.
wear it.
Yeah, because that bastard gave it to us.
I think it's time for bed. Yeah. I walk into the house.
Barry waddles over into a corner next to the house and kind of circles around and lays down.
Oh, you cannot fit, huh? I'll be back. Like, goes inside. Gets any blankets and pillows and stuff that he can. Just brings it back outside.
he stands up and grabs them from you and starts tearing them apart and ripping them and shredding them, biting them with the beak and pulling it apart. Makes this little nest out of it and then curls around.
Eyvin hugs him and gives a little kiss. All right, we will be inside.
When everyone is actually like in the same 10-foot space, I'll ritual cast Tiny Hut.
Okay.
Tiny Hut, Tiny Hut.
So yeah, you cast the bubble. And the rest of the night is quiet. For Barovia.
Yeah, okay.
See, you said that before Rahadin showed up, too.
Yeah.
So. Oh, yeah, the rest of your night's quiet. Except...
And then...
Didn't hear that, DB. So yeah. The rest of your night is in fact quiet. You get a long rest as you all are exhausted. Fall asleep in this safe tiny hut, knowing that nothing can really get to you at this point. And that is where we're going to end this particular session of Barovia Beckons. So make sure you get your long rest. You long rest up. In the morning, you can head out. But that'll be it for this session of Barovia Beckons. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh my god.
So many
Thank
donations.
you so much for all those donations.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much.
As an update, the Barovia Beckons team is now sitting at $370. So that puts us almost halfway from our second goal to our third goalpost, which means that we did hit our second goalpost. So, DB, if you want to get prepared while I kind of buy you some time with some announcements.
Sure. I gotta move a lot of things because I do not want things to get ruined.
Not a problem. In fact, I will do the announcements tonight. That way, when we're done, you can do the pie, and then we can cut out, and you can go clean up, because I know that stuff is not fun to leave on your face. So, with that, thank you so much for donating. That puts the Nerd Asylum team up at 1,800 and... Where are we at? Where is it at? 1,815 of our $15,000 goal.
Hey.
So, wow. Thank you.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah.
DB.
Smart girl.
If you are interested in this, we do several other shows as well. One of them is Nerd Asylum by Night, where we also play with some vampires, and Star is our storyteller.
Everyone is vampires. You get to watch me. Actually, you get to
not.
watch me juggle everyone, raising everyone's fucking hunger, and trying to eat Cat's character.
I'm just trying to fucking live my life, guys.
It's great. That's bi-weekly on Mondays. So not this upcoming Monday, but the following Monday, you can join us for that. Then Tuesdays is Neverwinter, which is a adventure with a wild magic sorcerer. Not sorcerer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wild magic sorcerer, a fighter named Arden, a warlock. No, warlocks have patrons, right? Warlock.
Yes, they do.
And I'm not. What is
Fuck
Rook?
is Rook?
A
rogue?
Tiefling. Yes,
He's
rogue.
a rogue. Yeah, he's
Sneak
a
attack.
rogue.
Pretty sure he's a rogue.
I thought it was a ranger for some reason.
No, rogue.
I mean, both rangers work well together.
Basically, yeah.
As they investigate the dubious actions of
Those
Acquisitions
fucking bastards.
Incorporated, and make their way towards Neverwinter. And then Wednesdays is our zombie apocalypse D&D modern day charity stream. That's called The Hidden, so you can join us for that. We have several podcasts that are all releasing this weekend, like Ilvermorny and Xanathar. Not Ilvermorny. Ilvermorny's next week. Eridan releases this weekend, as well as the next episode of the Xanathar.
Super
So you can check
excited
that
about
out.
both of those guys.
Yeah. We have all kinds of awesome content. You can check out the nerdasylum.com. We even have a little arcade, so if you enjoy these little adventures, we have little mini games that you can play at thenerdasylum.com/arcade. You earn points that get you towards the leaderboard, and if you are at the top of the leaderboard, I think it's once a month, you have little prizes that are given out to you. And there will be more games that come out as time goes on, so check back frequently for that. And then...
There's prizes.
Prizes. Merch. We have all kinds of awesome merch at the merch store. We have social medias, and we post all kinds of cool stuff on the social medias. So follow us. We're the Nerd Asylum. I'm not as good at this as DB is, but I think I got everything.
I will jump in for just 2 things.
Okay.
You can also just follow this show on Instagram. It's Barovia_Beckons. Also, if you like what we're doing and you would like to support us, we do have a Patreon, and we are working very hard to get extra content out on that platform. So please follow us on or please consider becoming a patron. We know that life is hard right now. We're still living in a panorama, and
A panorama.
And yeah, and just, thank you everybody for joining us and for donating, because now I have to pie myself in the face.
Yes, you guys are awesome. Seriously, guys, thank you. Do it.
Oh!
Went full in on that one. I like it.
The look of resignation
Beautiful.
before she does it too. It's just like,
Yep.
So what?
It's great. It's
the look
great.
of resignation that you have
I
every
regret
time.
doing this, but it'd be what it do.
Yeah. Hey, you're the one that volunteered this.
I know what I did.
Okay.
I know the choices I made.
You guys.
So with that, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time, and as always, stay nerdy, friends.
Yeet the stream.
Bye.
Eat.